Hey Pokemon trainers and Pokemon masters, I'm Zenturion XYZ. Thank you very much for joining me here today. And today we've got something pretty special, a little bit different than the usual just an opening. Today we are going to basically open some product as usual, but we're also going to go over how to build a deck. How to build a Pokemon TCG deck, and we're going to do that from scratch. And there's going to be a couple of different methods we're going to use. So you're going to want to stick around and watch. And this is going to be part of a 7-video series. So make sure that you check in every Sunday because I will be posting a new video for this series every Sunday. The first thing I want to mention is there's a couple of ways that you can go about building a deck. And the first method is and I don't have the outside packaging for this, I do apologize, this is from a previous opening, but I just basically wanted to show you guys what it is. So this is pretty much a theme deck, and the theme deck is great for starters because it comes with a deck of cards. Okay, in this particular case, and let me just show you real quick, this is actually an Unbroken Bonds deck. It's called Battle Mind, and I'm just going to show you guys what I'm talking about with it. I do recommend that if you're going to build a deck using one of these theme decks and you're going to get something like an Elite Trainer box to supplement it, it's a good idea to get the same sets, the same kinds. So in this video, I am kind of mixing them up a little bit, but it's all pretty much going to work out regardless. Hopefully we can build a deck here. But basically you get a hollow card usually in these theme decks. They'll give you the same card, not hollow, and then they'll also give you a ton of trainer cards, and these trainer cards are useful, so you definitely want to use those for your deck. Now these decks pretty much come ready to go, and so you can just use them right out of the gate if you really want to. It's the cheapest method to get started if you just want to play with your friends. Probably somewhere between $12.99, $15, depending on the deck and where you get it. But you get quite a few cards. In this particular deck, it's a fire deck, and the reason for this is because it's Unbroken Bonds, and the way that they've set this up is, and you also get your energies. So you got some Psychics for your Mewtwo's and some Fire energies for your fire Pokemon. So the way that they've set this up is so that you can basically play your fire Pokemon and advance them really quickly with, let's say, a trainer that gives you energy, right? That's able to look for energy, much like Welder, which basically says attach up to 2 energy cards from your hand to one Pokemon if you draw 3 cards. So this deck is revolving around speeding up the process of collecting energy and getting those energy onto your Pokemon. So that's a pretty good deck to start with, and those come with a playmat, which also is very useful for you to start playing because it gives you instructions. So if you are 100% new to Pokemon TCG and you want to play, I do highly recommend you get a theme deck. I'm going to link a video to 2 theme decks that we opened up. It's going to be the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee theme decks, and I'm going to go ahead and link those up above for you guys to go check those out if you want to see what's inside of a theme deck after you've gone through this. So the other side of this actually gives you a playmat where you can put your active Pokemon, your bench Pokemon, your discard pile, and all of that good stuff. Some other information here for those decks, and you also get some markers, and the markers are important. You're going to need those as well. I do apologize if it gets a little loud. It is pouring out here in my area. Thunder, lightning, the works, and it may come through the sound. I'll do my very best to edit that out if possible, just cancel some of the noise. I asked the question, did you guys want to see A, B, C, or D in my videos, and a few of you posted that you wanted to see more pre-release decks opened up. So here is a pre-release deck. We're gonna basically open this pre-release deck up as if we are going to create a deck. We're going to go ahead and build a deck, and this is going to be very useful for those of you who want to go to a pre-release tournament. You can build a 40 card deck. That's what's required, a 40 card deck. The other thing is, I'm starting with Ultra Prism specifically because the new rotation, the 2020 rotation that starts, well, I mean, technically already started July 1st, but officially in tournament, it is starting August 15th of 2019. So the reason why I'm starting with Ultra Prism is because Ultra Prism is the last set that you can use in this rotation, meaning Ultra Prism and newer are allowed. And I'm going to create a series, and that's what this series is for, and I'm going to open up pre-release kits for each of these decks that are in rotation, and I'm going to go through opening and creating a deck with each one. So I know this is a little long-winded, but stick with me because we're going to be opening these products up, and we are going to be going through building the decks. So you definitely want to stick around for that. And we'll go ahead and get this opened up here. Inside of the pre-release kit, you get a little pamphlet. And this basically, if you want to read that, these pre-release tips, go ahead and pause the video. Okay? And then if you want to read that, go ahead and pause the video. So that is the pamphlet for Ultra Prism. The nice thing about these pre-release kits is that they come with a stack of 23 cards. So I'm just going to read these. You get 23 evolution pack, including 1 of 4 unique foil promo cards. So in this particular case, we got a Heateran, and Heateran is the promo card, the holo foil promo card. And then you also get 4 Pokemon TCG, in this case it's the Ultra Prism booster packs. So the reason they give you this is it's got the 23 cards, and then 4 packs are supposed to help you supplement whatever you're missing. In pre-release tournaments, it's a 40 card deck. In a regular Pokemon tournament or Pokemon match, usually it's a 60 card deck. So we're going to go ahead and get this opened up here, guys. Also, I do recommend that you keep these pre-release cards in good condition, because they do sometimes go up in value, especially if, for example, you pulled a Charizard out of these. If that set has Charizard, those do go up in value. So there's your Heateran. Okay, so let's go through these real quick. We've got some Garchomps, we got some Gabites, and we got some Gibbles, which is perfect. Okay, this is basically looks like we've got a fighting and a dragon deck. So if you'll notice here, you've got basically this is a dragon type, but it does work with fighting energy, and that's so that's pretty good. And then you've got a Riolu, and Riolu is also fighting type and a fight and has a fight attack as well. You get some trainers, so a Cynthia, that's pretty decent. Sophocles, a Nestball, Spiritomb, so a psychic Pokemon in here. And this psychic Pokemon is actually, it's psychic type, but the nice thing is that it's basically a colorless energy. So you can use a colorless energy for that. Also, steel type in here. So it looks like they want us to build pretty much a steel type slash fighting deck. And some more trainers. And another Heateran to go with that. And there's a code for you guys. Make sure you get that. I think you get this deck, if I'm not mistaken. But online. So there's that. So now we're going to put this off to the side. We're going to put this off to the side. We want to see now what we get in these packs. And we're gonna go ahead and do that because maybe we can supplement this deck with some pretty good cards in here. So we're gonna look to add some more cards in here. Now, keep in mind, it's a good idea to have, I like, you know, it depends on the deck itself, but I like to have anywhere between 12 and 15 energy. Energies are supplied by the tournament. So if you go to a pre-release tournament, they supply you with energy. You don't have to take your own, and you don't have to worry about getting them from the packs. If you noticed, these did not come with energy. But here we go. So we've got, let's go ahead and actually, let's just go ahead and do the trick here. There's a code for you guys. 4 to the front on that. And so we've got a water energy, gumshoes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these specifically in a type of order so that we can see the different types that we're getting. So we've got Krogunk, which is Psychic. We've got a Bronzor, which is Steel. A Gibble, which is Dragon. That's going to go very well with the other Gibbles and Gabites that we got. Alolan Vulpix, Water. Okay, and we've got an Infernape, Fire. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we got a Dark Energy, Monferno to go with that Infernape, so that's good. That's good. Fire Memory, so we got a trainer here. Order Pad, we got another trainer. Murkrow, okay, and that's a dark Pokemon. I'm going to put that over here. Eevee, Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix again. So we've got a couple Vulpix. That's good if we want to do a water energy. We've got water deck. Stunky, a Yungoos here. Fairy, so that's the first fairy that we pull. And then a Majerna is the rare, and that Majerna is a Steel type. So we've got a pretty good amount of different types of Pokemon here, which could be good. It's going to give us some options. Let's go ahead and I'll give you the good codes for that in a bit. I just want to go through these real quick here. So Fairy Energy, Alolan Doug Trio is a Steel type. Okay, and then we've got an Ancient Crystal Trainer. Chirum. Chirum is a Leaf type. That's the first Leaf type we get. We got a Piplup. Skorupi is a Psychic. We got another Stunky. Another Yungoos. A Magmar is Fire. And we've got an Ancient Crystal. And another Garchomp. So it looks like we're getting quite a bit of those Dragon types, Fighting type. Might be the way to go for us in this deck. So let's see. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the code for that in a bit. Just want to get through this and make the deck. And there's a Water. Okay, a Cosmom. There's a Trainer. Gabite, again. Salandit is Fire. Passimian is Fighting. So interestingly enough, I believe that's the first actual Fighting type that we've gotten out of the packs. Shinx is the first Electric type we get. Execute. Magnemite is a Steel. Mount Cornet is a Trainer. And let's see what we've got. Oh, very nice. We have a Duskmane Necrozma GX. And that is awesome because we've got quite a bit of Steel types, and this is a Steel type. So we could potentially build a Steel type deck. We know that we have Steel type, and we know that we have Fighting type in here. So we've already pretty much gotten started here. And we've got this Spirit Tomb, which is a Psychic, in the deck as well. But that's okay because that also uses the colorless energy, so no need to take it out yet. basically we've got 23 cards right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to supplement what we've got. So the first thing I'm looking at this point is we're definitely going to go with Steel type. At this point, it makes sense to go with Steel type. We've got a GX card. That's going to be the most powerful card in your deck. You also have, you know, Magnemites. Let's see what we got here. We got two Magnemites. Shieldon, which we can't use because you need a fossil. And let's see, Bronzor, Majerna you can use, and you don't have a Diglett, so you can't use a Alolan Dug trio. You could use Bronzor, but you know it's not really going to help you very much. It's kind of weak. So I think we're going to go with Duskmane Necrozma here. I think we're going to add this Majerna. It only requires 3 energy to attack, and it's decent card. We're going to leave Magnemite out. Let me see what this ability... this ability says, as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent. So it doesn't really help me all that much in this particular case. We're not going to worry about Shinx. Shinx is not going to help us. I know we didn't get a lot of Leaf. We actually just got, we got 2 Leafs, 2 Leaf energy, 2 Leaf Pokemon. We're going to take those out of the mix. Passimian could be useful because that's a fighting deck in there, so that could be useful. I'm going to put that over here along with these guys here. Fire deck, Fire Pokemon, these could be useful. You've got a Monferno and you've got an Infernape. Magmar's not really going to help much. It's not a bad Pokemon, but it may not be very useful here. And then you've got Salandit and Magmar. Alright, we've got Murkrow and Stunky. We are going to take those guys out. We don't need them. They're not really going to help us here. We do have a Gible, a Gabite, and a Garchomp to add to the ones that we've got in the deck already. So I'm going to put these off to the side here. Not really, because you don't have the evolution line. So it's basically just going to be, you know, thrown in there to the wolves. So nothing for water. We don't really want to do anything with water. Psychic, again, there's nothing really here that we can get going. Morlul is the only fairy type here. It's not really going to help much. So we're going to take that out of the mix. You always want to keep some of the colorless energies around because those could be useful. In this particular case, we've got 2 Yungoos and a Gumshoos. And those could actually be useful because you've got the evolution line, you've got 2 basics and 1 stage 1 Pokemon there. So that could be a useful evolution line. Eevee's not really going to help, and neither is Lopunny. So we're going to take those out of the mix. So at this point, we're looking at Gumshoos and Yungoos here. We've got trainer cards. We have the Gible, Gabite, and Garchomp, which right now is looking like a shoo-in for this deck. We've got Monferno and Infernape, and I think we're probably just going to take these guys out. We'll keep them in mind, just in case. But right now I'm thinking they're not going to make the cut. We've got another fighting type here, Passimian. And then we've got the Duskmane Necrozma and the Majerna. So, let's see. We've got Heatran. Heatran is a basic type Pokemon. Perfect. All right, we've got 2 Garchomp, right? We've got 2 Gabite, and we've got 2 Gible. So, for sure, we're going to throw in Gible, okay? We're going to have 3 of those. We're going to have 3 Gabite, and we're going to have 3 Garchomp. And that gives us an evolution line, which is very useful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we'll put these here. Riolu Railu doesn't really help us very much just because there's no Lucario to go with it, right? So no Lucario, although it does have detect, flip a coin if heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to this Pokemon during opponent's next turn. Again, that doesn't help us. So we're going to take Railu out of the deck. Okay, we're going to take these trainers and we're going to move them over here. Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong about Magnemite. But we already have Magnezone here. I forgot that they were in here. Magnezone, Magneton, and 2 Magnemite. So we already do have Magnemites in here. Do we need to add more? I don't think so. I think we're good with what we've got. So that looks good. We're going to go ahead and put these trainers off over here. And then we have Spirit Tomb. And I want to see what Spirit Tomb does. So let's take a look real quick. We've got 70 HP, which is decent. Lightless World. Okay, put 2 support cards from your discard pile into your hand. That could be actually a very useful card if you're running low on support cards in your deck. Oh. Let's say you've already used a ton of them. You can bring them from your discard pile back. Okay, Terrify, 10 damage. That's not a lot. If the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm not too keen on that. So okay, let's do that. Let's do this here. We're gonna go ahead and use Heatran. I think Heatran for a basic Pokemon is very good. 130 damage, and it does also have 130 HP. So definitely 2 there. Okay. Magnezone, Magneton, and Magnemite. We do have the evolution line, so that is also very useful. Majerna, and definitely this guy right here. So let's take a look and see what we've got so far with these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 cards here. I'm going to say, to play it safe, we're going to do 14 energy. So I think we've got a little too many Pokemon, and I think we want to look for more trainers. So draw 3 cards from the bottom of your deck. That's very useful. Discard 2 cards from your hand if you draw 4 cards. So that could be worthwhile. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We've got Great Ball. Great Ball, of course, is always good because you can look for Pokemon. Timer Ball, flip 2 coins, if heads, search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So that could be useful. Cynthia, shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 6 cards. Another Sophocles, so that's good. Nest Ball, search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. I think we're going to take these guys out of here. We don't need them. And then we've got Mount Cornet. Once during each player's turn, that player may put 2 Steel Energy cards from their discard pile into the hand. That's very useful because we are going with a Steel deck somewhat here. Pokemon Fan Club, search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand. So again, pretty useful card. Ancient Crystal, the Regirock, Regice, and Registeel or Regigigas. So we don't have those, so we're going to take these out for sure. We don't need the Ancient Crystals. Order Pad is a very useful card. Flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So that's a good card to have. And then Fire Memory we don't need. We don't have a Silvally GX. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to say that we're going to use about 14 energy. That'll give us 24. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. We're going to take Passimian out. So 43, and honestly, we are probably going to very interesting. So I think what we're going to do is we are just going to take out a Gibble. Take out a Gibble. We're going to take out this Gibble. We're going to take out one Gabite, and we're going to take out one Garchomp. And that should give us 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. We're going to basically do a split between steel energies and fighting energies. Let's say 8 or 9 steel, and then the rest fighting, because your fighting type line isn't quite as much, and they don't require quite as much energy. In fact, you probably could get away with maybe 3, maybe 4 fighting energy, and then the rest have them be steel type. Now, the reason why we're opening up an Elite Trainer box as well is because I want to show you guys how to add to your deck, how to add to that 40 card deck. Because let's go ahead and get this opened up. All right, so you get a book in here. Okay, this is a book that gives you information about that deal. You also get, okay, this nice little poster. You get a box, which is great because you can store your cards in it if you're going to have a deck, right? Store your cards in there. You get packs, so you can supplement your deck. You get real markers. These are good. These are pretty good markers for poison, burn, and your GX marker, which is useful. These tabs, so you can separate your cards. Okay. These are the sleeves I was talking about. These are sanctioned Pokemon sleeves. You can use these at tournaments. Okay. You also get a pack of energy, so that's very useful for us. And you get your dice, and these dice are your counters. So that's also very useful, and we want to have those so that we can play a real tournament, right? All right, so let's go through here real quick. Now, we already know we've got 40 cards in our deck, so that's pretty good. We've got energy, and I normally don't open these, but let's see what we've got in here, right? Because we said we were going to do fighting type, so let's see what we've got energy-wise in here. Hopefully we've got enough energy in here, because I didn't pull out my gigantic stack of energy. I don't think this is going to be enough, but it's basically just to show you guys, you know, what I'm talking about. So, all right. So, I mean, you've got a stack of energy, and it's useful. It can be useful if you're just starting out. Again, this is not enough energy for our deck, but if you are going to a pre-release tournament, you don't need to bring your own. So we got 3 of these and we got 4 of these. That's not really going to help us much, but we already know that we're using 14 energy in this deck. All right, and then we've got these sleeves. We get this guy sleeved up at the very least. All right, and you're going to want to use these sleeves for your playing. There's a code. This is for the Elite Trainer box. And here's a couple of other codes. There's going to be more, so make sure you stick around and watch. There's a Ultra Prism, another Ultra Prism, and another Ultra Prism. Those are the ones that from the previous packs. All right, make sure you come right back. We're gonna open these packs up now. All right, here we go. We'll get these opened up. I think probably. Let's see. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work out too well. There we go. Darn it. Now we know it's a green. There's another code. 4 to the front. And we have a Unit Energy. A Alolan Doug Trio. That's a Steel type. That's useful. Unit Energy is also useful. A Skateboard is an item. Bronzor, another Steel type. Leaf Pokemon, a Shanks, Alolan Diglett, so that actually goes well with our Alolan Doug Trio. So that could be very useful for us. Alolan Vulpix, another Mount Cornet that's also very useful for our deck. Electivire, Fighting type Energy, and I messed that up big time because I lost one of the cards in there. So Electivire is the rare in that deck, or in that pack. So let's see what we can get here. All right, sadly, we know that it is now a green. There is a code for you guys. Make sure you go claim that. And if you guys get a chance, let me know what you got in the out of your pack. There's a Fairy Energy. By the way, we could use that. That fighting type. Luxio. Palpad. Shuffle 2 support cards from your discard pile into your deck, so that's actually a pretty useful one. Another Magneton, so that's good. Another Gibble, that's also very good for our deck. And I'm going to move Electivire out of the way because he's really not going to be part of our deck here. Dew Spider, Shanks, Hippopotas is a fighting type, so that could potentially help us later on. Snover, Pachirisu is an electric type, and another Majerna, so that's actually pretty useful. We've got another Majerna here to help out since we've already got one Majerna. So as you can see, you can really start building a deck very quickly, very easily here. And there's a code for you guys. And this is the best way to do it with these two products, is like you can pretty much build a deck and start playing right away. There's an Alolan Doug Trio again. So I don't think we're going to be using a lot more Pokemon, but if we get a good Pokemon, we'll definitely go ahead and throw them in there. There's a Grotle. All right. There's a Murkrow, a Yangma, Pachirisu, Gibble. Okay. Bronzor again. So another Bronzor. There's another Riolu. We discarded our Riolu earlier, but that's all right. And then we have a Fan Rotom, which, you know, it's okay. It's okay. So we haven't pulled any amazingly good cards out of these yet, but that's all right. We'll hope for the best. We still have, oh, Thunder. All right, we still have some packs left to open, so it's not a big deal. We've got more stuff going on here. We've got Leaf Energy, Lily. That's a good trainer card right there. A Floatzel, Looker Whistle. This is actually pretty good with our Looker. Search your deck for up to 2 cards named Looker. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So, useful trainer card right there. A Glameow, a Cherubi, a Electabuzz, a Turtwig, Cosmog, Order Pad, Salazzle is the rare. All right, let's see if we can pull something. Come on, Pokemon. Come on, Elite Trainer Box. Why are you being so mean? Why are you being so mean to us? Steel type, that's useful for us. Spirit Tomb, We have an Ancient Crystal. Definitely not using that unless we were to get some of the cards that we needed for that. Gumshoos, Morlul, Magmar, Eevee, Sneasel, Carnivine, Cranidos, Arachnid is the rare. Okay, these packs are treating us very tough. Very, very tough. Let's see if we can get something out of this one. Doesn't look that way, but it could be useful for our deck. So, let's see what we get. Water Energy, Order Pad, Fire Memory, I'm not going to use that, Monferno, Morlul, Drifloon, Glameow, Snover, Magnemite, so we get another Magnemite in here, Eevee, and a Drapion is the non-holo rare. My goodness. They did us wrong here. They are doing us wrong. Come on, Pokemon. For Energy, Electric, Lopunny, Mars, that's a good trainer card to have, a Drifloom, Eevee, Buizel, Lickitung, Execute, Cosmog, Type Null, and a Heat Rotom. So, oh, I think we might be saved by a white back here. There is a code. 4 to the front. That is a Dark Energy, another Looker Whistle, very useful. Oranguru, that's a good card. 120 HP and it does 60 damage and also confuses your opponent's Pokemon. So that's actually a pretty good card. I'm going to set that aside. Prinplup. Okay, Skorupi. Pachirisu. Chimcha. That is a Roselia. Another Gibble. Turtwig. And a Bastodon Hollow is the rare. All right, so we have a Hippopotas. Hippopotas could be useful in our deck, but if I'm looking at it, Oranguru is actually more useful. So we'll leave Hippopotas out of there. We've got more energies, of course, and then we've got the Gibbles. 3 more Gibbles. That doesn't really help us since we've already got enough Gibbles. We've got the Alolan Diglett, just one Alolan Diglett, and then Alolan Dugtrio. That doesn't do it for me. Majerna could be useful. And then we've got some more Magnemite, Magneton, and Bronzor. I think we've got enough of those, to be honest with you. I think we're good in that department. And I think what we're going to do is supplement our deck with some more trainers, really, than adding more Pokemon. So we've got, like I said, we've got 2 Magnemites, we've got 2 Magnetons, and we've got 2 Magnezones. I think that's perfect. That's fine. The Heaterans are good. And then I thought we had a Majerna, so we do have another Majerna here. And then we have Oranguru, and Oranguru is good because it's colorless, so you can play that. All right, so we've got our Looker Whistle here. We've got Lily. Draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. If it's your turn, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. Very useful card. Escape Board lowers your retreat cost. Also useful. We're going to go ahead and skip the Pal Pad. We are going to look at the Escape Board and then a Mount Cornet here. So let's look at what we've got. We've got 42 cards in the deck already. And 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Okay, 51. So we are a bit short. And I don't want to go high with too many energy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to look at these again and just add, let's say Pal Pad. That's useful for us. That'll work. So we've got 22 Pokemon. We've got Duskmane Necrozma GX. That's our headliner right there. We've got Oranguru, 2 Majourna, 2 Magnemite, 2 Magneton, 2 Magnezones. We've got 2 Heaterans. We've got 2 Gibbles, 2 Gabites, 2 Garchomp, 2 Yungoos, and 2 Gumshoos. And that gives us 22 Pokemon. Okay. We also have 20 trainer cards. So we've got Pal Pads, Order Pads, Mars, Mount Cornet, Escape Boards, a Lily, Looker Whistles, another Mount Cornet. We've got a Looker. We've got Nest Ball, Cynthia, Sophocles, Great Ball, Timer Ball, Pokemon Fan Club, and another Order Pad. So we've got 20 trainer cards, and then the rest we can do energy. So your energy, you're basically going to split it up depending on how many of each type you have. So in this particular case, we're going with a steel and fighting deck, mostly going to be steel. So you want to balance out your energy in that particular case. Put more steel energy in your deck, less fighting type energy in your deck. Probably going to be something like 12 steel type in this particular case, and then the rest fighting type. So that pretty much does it. We built a deck out of what we got out of those two products, which is pretty cool considering, you know, I mean, you don't have to spend a ton of money. You do have to spend some money. The pre-release kits go for about 20 to 25, depending on which one you get, where you get it, all that stuff. And then of course the Elite Trainer boxes, those vary in $27 to $40, depending on which one you get, like I said. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure you subscribe, hit that thumb up button, and turn on your notifications so you're notified as soon as I post. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to a video here and a link to a playlist over here. I'm also going to let you know we are still pending. There's a booster box for Unbroken Bonds up here, and I'm going to link that here, one of the videos that I'm going to link. If you go and check that out and you like the video, hit the thumbs up on that video as well. If we get to 15 likes on that video, I'm going to open up that entire booster box, which I was planning on just keeping for myself as a sealed product. But I'll open it up if we hit those 15 likes. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys watching.